Hello and welcome to my next episode of Subnautica Hardcore. In this one I'm going to finish preparations and make my way over to the Aurora for, spoiler alert, the purposes of fixing the reactor core breach, eliminating the radiation surrounding it, and then ultimately we're going to start building a base and whatnot later, but one step at a time. Unless I end up dying, in which case, fuck my life! Alright, so one of the things I've done since the last video was discover and I subsequently install some mods. Nothing that's added unrealistic expectations of the game or gameplay changes, whatnot, but just some of the more subtle things. My base can now have clocks, because why didn't it before? Some of the other changes are more cosmetic, like volumetric lights to the prawn suit, making the lights from things like your Sea Glide white instead of the weird kind of bluish shade, as well as adding, and this is really the only big change to the game, a map. Not sure why it wasn't part of the base game. Makes sense, the planet itself is entirely uncharted, that's fine. But as you explore with this PDA at your side, you'd think something, especially considering you have things like the sonar and whatnot in different vehicles, that you could be recording the topography of the terrain under you, at least. If not your surroundings. You can also use the scanner on numerous plants and things like that. You have line of sight on wrecks and life pods and things like that. So it just kind of makes sense that there's a map in the game now. The map will use your own beacons, which you can switch to with this toggle here. As you make those beacons visible or not, they will show up on your map. The map itself is by default set to fog, so it won't uncover terrain and location data until you've actually been there. And it has subsequent layers you can work through, topographic being the topmost layer of the game world. You can also have it show you the biomes themselves instead. But there are also segregated layers for things like the Jellish Room Cave, Lost River, Inactive Lava Zone, and Active Lava Zone, which, spoiler alert, come near the end of the game. What's that doing? Alright, final preparations for going to the Aurora. So, heading in there, you're going to need one of everything. The knife, flashlight, you don't need the habitat builder, of course. Scanner is definitely a good idea. Fire extinguisher at full charge, because you're going to need that. There are some in there, but you're going to want to bring at least one with you. The repair tool to repair some of the doors, a couple batteries to recharge your tools. The laser cutter, because there will be some doors you have to cut through. The one thing I don't have that I definitely recommend, because there are some areas that you can get to a little easier with the propulsion cannon. And there's one doorway near to the outside of the Aurora, when you first go up the gantry that you'll require the propulsion cannon just to get through. So we're going to work on getting that right now, and then head on over.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, thank you. Happy to be here. Gonna have a seat and just kind of wait out darkness right now. Now, you may or may not know this already, but sitting in a chair in a base component, such as this here glass tube, keeps your food and water meters from dropping. Good idea to take an opportunity to, catch up on your PDA records. Oh, this is all boring. And just kind of enjoy the scenery. Oh right, I almost forgot. Propulsion cannon! And now I sits. Oh hey, it's morning! And off we go!
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh gee, thank you. We should be there in no time. And I'm lost.
Life form readings in this region are sparse.
I wonder why.
Radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
You lie. Pay no attention to the distant roaring. That's just my doom waiting for me. You have to basically come in through the open, gaping wound that is the Aurora, and you're here.
Warning. Ship's structural integrity is low.
No shit.
Fire suppression equipment and laser cutters may be required.
Alright, so here's that door that I mentioned that you'll need the propulsion cannon to access. Oh! Mother. Ow! Now, in some areas of the ship, there are parasites, so be wary of that. Now, as I go and get to different doors, I'm just going to go ahead and give you the codes for them so you don't have to worry about reading the data logs to find them. This code is 6483.
New blueprint acquired. Data bank corruption was detected on your PDA. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Sweet.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
This is one of the ways into the main bay here. Now, there are more than enough prawn suits in here for you to scan to fully unlock the blueprint. And 4. Now you can use the propulsion cannon to clear this here, but you can also just kind of jump up and jank your way up here. Yes, and jank is the technical term for that maneuver. Lots of blueprints, PDAs, and data modules to find in here. It's worthwhile to take your time. Most important item in the entire ship.
Integrating new PDA data.
The Kitty Keep composter. Since it's relevant right now, one of the mods installed is the carryable carryalls. So now that I have things in this storage bin, I can pick it up. And with it in my inventory, I should be able to open it. Look at that. Makes sense. It's almost like these things came with handles for a reason. Alright, now the code for cabin 1 is 1869.
New blueprint acquired.
And the code for the captain's quarters is 2679. It's gonna beep bop, boop bop, beep this in here.
Integrating new PDA data.
You fix my boo-boos. There we go.
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
Yeah, don't say. No, 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 no. Yeah, I see you. Those are the parasites that I mentioned. They're hungry. Best not to make friends with them, though.
collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
And here we are. Let's get to it, shall we?
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Containment breach repaired. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Self-scan complete. Foreign bacteria counters reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected. Be vigilant for symptoms.
Take the knife out and get rid of those guys right away.
Containment breach repaired. Containment breach repaired.
No! Naughty fish.
Containment breach repaired. Containment breach repaired. Containment breach repaired.
Yeah. That was easy.
Drive core breach sealed. Radiation levels decreasing.
Alright, and with that, we can start making our way back up and out. If you followed the path that I took to get here... wait, turn the wrong way. If you followed the path that I took getting here, you should have made a complete loop down and through the ship, and be in a good position to just kind of make your way back out through the elevator path here.
Aurora systems are running on local reserve power. Unable to remotely download black box data. Integrating new PDA data.
Now, of course, this thing will make me a liar, because I could swear that on survival, there were other fire extinguishers that I found along the way. And maybe in hardcore, that's one of the things that they've changed. An undocumented difference. That being said, using them sparingly was more than enough for one to kind of clear the paths as I went, so just bear that in mind. Ah, there it is. Hey! Fuck out of here. Alright, now if you may be thinking to yourself, Chris, language. But if that's the case, then you probably shouldn't be watching my channel right now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think I beached my sea moth when I got here. Really, game? Please don't destroy it. Okay. So now I get to have fun with this. This is great. Oh, hey, I can just push it. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Yeah. Alright, well, and that's the video for accessing and repairing the drive core on the Aurora. I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge now. It is unsettling. Well, thanks for watching. Tune in next time for something awesome.